Now, Bloemfontein Correctional Contracts will now duke it out with the Department of Correctional Services in court. BCC is the company that hired G4S to run operations at the Mangaung Correctional Centre. This is, of course, where Thabo Bester escaped.
Yes, Correctional Services had announced it would take over the prison on the 1st of August, but at the 11th hour, BCC invoked the mediation clause in the contract. In March 2000, DCS entered into a 25-year contract with BCC to design, construct and operate the Mangaung prison.
Now, the contract was set to expire on the 30th of June 2026. That's in 3 years' time. But now DCS has decided to terminate that contract following that elaborate escape by Thabo Bester, as senior reporter Silindelo Masikane reports.
It's supposed to be a maximum security prison equipped with the latest in state-of-the-art technology. Mangaung Correctional Centre is home to some of the country's most dangerous criminals. It's also the scene of the most calculated and elaborate escape this country has ever seen. In 1998, G4S South Africa became a minority shareholder in Bloemfontein Correctional Contracts. This is the company responsible for the management of the Mangaung Correctional Centre, where Thabo Bester escaped. Following the uproar and outrage at Bester's escape, Correctional Services moved into the facility.
The findings of the report points to the fact that the director of Mangaung Correctional Services Centre has lost effective control of the facility. Amongst other factors, the Correctional Services Act does provide for a mechanism to restore safety and security by taking control of the correctional centre by means of appointing a temporary manager. This temporary manager will perform the functions of the director. In this instance, I have appointed Mr. Patrick Ali Mashabatagha as the temporary manager of Mangaung Correctional Facility with immediate effect.
2 months later, DCS deemed BCC neither competent nor suitable to continue with the concession contract.
As honorable members will recall, on the 2nd of May 2023, we announced our decision to terminate the concession contract with the Bloemfontein Correctional Contracts. A termination notice for a period of 90 days was indeed served, and I'm able to inform this House that the takeover process is underway. This means that Mangaung Correctional Centre, the MCC, will be part of the correctional service portfolio in and about 2 months.
With government forking out 45 million rand a month to BCC to run this prison, it comes as no surprise that they aren't going to go down without a fight. BCC has challenged the termination notice and approached the courts.
BCC invoked the mediation clause in the contract, and we had to respond to it. Unfortunately, the mediation process deadlocked, and the matter is now going into court, where I think each party will have to state its case in terms of the way forward. But as a department, will remain focused on what we said earlier, indicating that that facility, the contractor, had failed and we needed to take over. So we haven't changed from that.
One legal expert says correctional services may have succumbed to public pressure to act without considering the legalities of their contract with BCC.
I think DCS was now just trying to also keep the public at bay and say, listen, we're terminating the contract, and hence we want to now make this big announcement that we're going to take away the contract, because this is a prison and it's a maximum prison. So there's certain protocols and everything that you need to get in place before you can take over a prison. Is it not going to cost the taxpayer more than to just see this contract out?
Meanwhile, 9 suspended and former G4S employees who were working on the day of the escape have been implicated. They face various charges ranging from arson, violation of a corpse, defeating the ends of justice, aiding and abetting a convict. Silindelo Masikane, Johannesburg.